Well, for more on this, we can speak with Aymen Abdullah, MSF Head of Mission in Malaysia. Aymen, thank you very much for joining me. Now, MSF has called on Malaysia to lead ASEAN in protecting Rohingya refugees after the recent boat incident. Tell us what MSF is actually calling for Malaysia to do.
Hi, Steve. Thank you very much for having us today. And indeed, it's a tragedy that is heartbreaking, and no one wants to embark on those dangerous boats unless they are really actually desperate. So MSF is actually calling Malaysia, which is actually leading the ASEAN at the chair this year. We are asking Malaysia to lead the ASEAN by example, simply by basically avoiding this kind of incidents. So we call for Malaysia to lead a coordinated search and rescue across the ASEAN states so that it improve the timely and efficient response to such incidents. We acknowledge actually the response of the Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency swiftly to this recent incident. We also call on Malaysia to allow for an immediate medical and psychological care to attend to the health needs of the survivors. And we also call to ensure that those who survived this horrific incident are not punished and are not detained once rescued.
Aymen, just to give us some context for this, I mean, this isn't the first time boats from the Rohingya people trying to get to Malaysia has happened. Why is Malaysia their destination of choice?
Patients who come to our clinic and we spoke to them, they told us actually from the testimony that we collected that the traffickers basically promised that once they are in Malaysia, they would have better life. It's a familiar context because of religion and because of the familiarity, but also because of the geographical proximity. But unfortunately, they come to find themselves living in the margins of the society, living constantly of fear of being arrested, and with a lot of problems related to access to healthcare, even for those who are with UNHCR cards and enjoying a 50% discount on foreigners' healthcare. It's still a very high cost for them, considering the amount they pay for registration, for instance, for people who are not having any formal way to work in the country.
And Aymen, just very briefly, should we expect more of these boats? Do you think there will be more coming?
This isn't the first incident to happen, and unfortunately, it's a quite terrible one. It's a predictable pattern that has been happening yearly, and unfortunately, a lot of lives are lost, and it just a stark reminder for us that these people who are fleeing persecution and decades of violence back in Myanmar and the Rohingya plight requires an international attention to stop this kind of deaths in the sea.
Aymen, thank you very much for your time.